In this week's parashat Vayechi, we have the beracha that Yaakov gives to his grandchildren, Efraim and Menashe, when he elevates them to the level of tribes. He elevates them to Reuven and Shimon. He brings them up from grandkids to the level of kids when it comes to the bechorah, when it comes to getting the land in Eretz Yisrael. And he blesses them, Elohim Efraim Menashe. May God make you like Efraim and Menashe. And that becomes the beracha that we're going to give our children. We bless our kids to be like Efraim and Menashe. So a couple of years ago, we gave 3 different interpretations to why we use this beracha today. Why was the beracha to Efraim and Menashe so important? What is their special zechut that we want to keep taking this beracha and paying it forward and giving it to our children as well? What's behind the beracha? So I heard a different idea this year. I heard it from Dr. Ferziger at Bar Ilan. So he had an interesting idea. He says, when Yaakov first sees Efraim and Menashe in this story part, he goes, Mi ele. He goes to Yosef, who are these people? And the Midrashim go crazy here. He goes, I don't understand. Are these your kids? Are they Jewish? He sees that in the future what's going to come out of all. Like, what's going on? Who are these Egyptian grandkids over here that I have? He looks at them. They look so different. And then eventually the Midrashim go, and then Yosef's going to show him the ketubah. He's going to realize, oh, okay, they're my Jewish grandkids. But said Dr. Ferziger, from a certain angle, maybe what's going on is at first glance, he looks at his grandkids and they're so different than him. Yaakov comes from the old country. He's from Eretz Canaan. He's gone through a lot. He was in Haran for a while as well. And now he's in the new country of Egypt. And he meets his grandkids who have been raised there. They look different. They dress different. And they're different. But ultimately, Yosef shows him, he says, Abba, they're Jewish. They keep halacha here. Yeah, they look different. They act a little bit. Their mannerisms are a little bit different. But ultimately, they're part of the Jewish people. They're still stepping it up. They know what's going on. And Yaakov looks at him closer and says, you know what? You're right. Gives them a beracha. And part of the beracha is that we bless our kids. Our kids aren't always going to be exactly like us. They're not always going to follow our path and do exactly as we are. But you know what? They're still on the path. And they're doing it their own way. They're doing it a more modern way, slightly different kind of way. But they're still part of the Jewish people. They're still going to get the beracha. And that's the koach of the beracha of Yaakov, to be able to bless your kids, to bless your grandkids, that even if you're not exactly like me, you're not following, you don't think exactly like me, we're all different. But Baruch Hashem, here's still your beracha. Shabbat Shalom.